Hi, I'm Mori and welcome back to Trades of Cold Steel. Yes. My controller is not active. Yeah, now it's active. Last time we came to the Celdic, and now let's go outside. Open more, talk with everyone. This. She is a recurring character, which we will see many times in the game. This food is the very image of a commoner's lodging. I mustn't complain though. Having shelter from the elements is all I should be asking for. You could say she is sort of an, small side story. Munch. The food here really is as good as they say. Things are going well on the business front too, so my name is spreading like wildfire soon enough.
Nothing hits the spot quite like a cold beer.
She looks like she's having the time of her life.
How many pints has she downed already? It's not even new. Oh, you kids are still here? I'll just be hanging back and enjoying myself, so go on ahead and get started. Don't mind me. We have questions for you, though. What's with these field study tasks?
I'm glad they're not as difficult as I was expecting, but they're just so...
Well, it makes sense you'd have some doubts. You only need to do the ones it says are required, though. Feel free to just ignore the rest if you want. I don't care. Up to you how much or how little you want to do. Stop being so irresponsible and...
Wait. These kinds of decisions are as much a part of our field study as the tasks themselves.
Oh, what?
What do you mean?
You have 2 days. Trista isn't far from here, so you'll be returning to the academy tomorrow evening. Until then, you can spend your time here however the four of you see fit. Every decision rests on your shoulders. I won't be forcing you to do a thing.
Okay, what's up? You have this look in your eyes like you've pieced something together. Well, does this relate in some way to our free day this past week? Specifically to your activities during that time? Oh, yeah, now that you mentioned it. Exactly. I spent this past 3 days doing various tasks on behalf of the student council, and while one of them did involve going back into that old schoolhouse, the rest were just simple requests for assistance from the locals. In other words, exactly the sort of things we've been asked to do here. And by the time I had taken care of everything, I felt like I'd learned a lot about Trista and the academy. So I think we've been given similar tasks here for a similar reason. That would definitely make sense. I mean, all I know about Celdic is what I've read. There's probably a lot we can learn by actually coming here and helping people out like this. Indeed, the land of Albonia is quite vast. This may be an invaluable opportunity to gather local knowledge of a place we may otherwise never have visited. Yeah, exactly. So whatever various sundry things Instructor Sarah might have planned for us, I say we just work our way down the list while immersing ourselves in Celtic culture, taking in as much as we can. Sounds good to me, count me in. This actually sounds pretty exciting when you put it that way. Shall we depart then? During field study periods, the party is assigned a variety of tasks to complete, much like Green's 3 days. Details of these tasks can be confirmed via the quest tab of the notebook. When all tasks with a rec mark have been completed, the story will advance. Note, however, that any quest listed with a short time limit will become invalid when this happens. Let's go down inside again, because we can get a recipe here. You never change, do you, Sarah? Come on, don't give me that. What kind of person should person would throw away the opportunity to enjoy beer this good. That's probably the last thing that should be coming from an instructor's mouth. Seriously. Dog, this field study definitely seems like it'll be hard work for you all. Here, take this. Hopefully it'll help you get through it. Sweet cookie. Times 3. Oh, these look delicious. Thank you very much. No worries. Here, take this recipe too. It's nice and simple, so give it a shot sometime. Received recipe for sweet cookie. Good luck out there. I'm here if you ever need any advice, so feel free to come by anytime. Leave. I have to admit I'm a bit jealous of you all. Not everyone gets to travel around the country as part of their curriculum. If only it were that simple. Technically we're on a nice trip together, but it's hard to enjoy that feeling when you realize you've been dragged along for reasons you're not even sure about. Guess you're right, sorry about that. Either way, good luck. I'll keep Sarah in check so there's no need to worry about her. Or apologies for leaving you with such a harrowing task. We wish you good luck to then. Let's look at the notes and recipes, because we can cook and let Elliot cook.
This turns out okay.
Marine and Elliot cook. And get
This is my
warm
specialty.
egg soup. And sweet cookies. Let's cook them together with Elisa.
Let's get started. Made
And
by
get
restaurant.
white cookies. Now let's cook together with Laura.
But I can. Not what I intended.
And get ooze cookie. Ooze cookie is the worst one and white cookie is the best one. So we have both stuff we can give back in Tristar to the two persons we need to give it then. You can also make
Alright, let's get started.
the normal stuff,
This looks
soft and
delicious.
fluffy omelette. And here we have nobody who is bleh, because we need 4 for that. And can we get the good stuff? I don't think so. We only would get sweet cookie. We need okay, that's that. Now let's get outside. And where we need to go? Let's go first in the Celdic Chapel for the not required side mission. Hello there, I assume you're a tourist. The grand market's in the northern part of town if you're looking for that. There's a variety of goods on sale there, from food, jewelry, and even stuff from different parts of the country. I recommend you give it a visit, even if you don't plan on buying anything. There's plenty of daily necessities on sale at the grand market too, so those of us that live here shop there often. There's no Opel factory or diner there though, so we also make use of the stores on the street. The market manager been out of town a lot recently. I wonder what's got him so busy. It's not ideal for him to be gone while the grand market's going on, to be honest. Jake, where did you put my notebook? I lent it to you so you could do your math homework, not so you could hide it. Come get it if you want it back. Not again. I'm gonna get really angry if you don't give it back. I lent it to him because he said he'd finally do some studying, and now he does this. Hurry up and give me it back. Time to spend the day teasing Sassy again. Sassy moved here from Heimdall a while ago. Jake keeps bullying her too. Why can't they just get along? Jake won't stop bullying Susie. Bullying's wrong too, right, Lulu? See, the cat says so it's right. The safety in charge offers simple treatment to those who suffer from injury free of charge. It's in particular high demand here in Celdic to all the farms in the region. It's not unusual for farmers to get injured after all. It's always part of the job description. I hurt my leg a bit while farming, so I came along to get some medicine. For that Silver's medicine really does the trick. I bet it's because he prays to Eidos while making it. No, because he knows what stuff he needs to put in it. Excuse me, are you Father Silver? That's correct. And you would be... Oh, I see. You must be the students who will be happy with my requests. That's us. We came here from Thor's Military Academy. I suspected as much. Thank you for taking the time to come and speak with me. I'd like to request that you collect the ingredients I need to make some medicine. Do you have the time to do this request for me? Accept. You're ready to help. My thanks. Can I ask for what sort of medicine these ingredients will be used for? It's essentially medicine to deal with the common cold by strengthening the body's immune system. Many people tend to catch it during spring and fall, when temperature switches between hot and cold, you see. This is why I ended up running out in the first place. Ah, that makes sense. I've had to rely on the shorts for medicine a bunch of times too. It definitely made my life easier. Agreed, we owe much to the vast amount of medical knowledge the shorts possesses. We really do, especially since modern pharmaceutics still can't compare to it. You students certainly know your stuff. Getting back on track, there are two types of ingredients I want you to collect for me. The first is a medicinal plant known as bear claw, which grows in humid areas. It's not common to find them growing in Celdic, but you can still get them at a grand market. There's a drugstore run by a man named Flint. Tell him that I sent you. I noted it down. The other ingredient I need is imperial carrot. You can get it from a farmer named Paul, who lives in a farmhouse on the West Celtic Highway. And then, again, simply tell him that I sent you and he should share some with you. Understood. That should be it then. Is there anything you'd like me to go over again? No, that's fine. Which of our two destinations should we make our way to first? Doesn't seem like it doesn't matter either way. Yeah, I agree. We'll be off then, Father. I will be awaiting a return. Quest started. Go! Okay, we can go into Orbital Factory. That would even be, so you could say, the best stuff to go to. So that we at least have accepted it. What? Oh, I take you those students the market manager was talking about. Well, feel free to take a look at my wares. They might not compare to what you get in bigger smithies, but they should come in handy either way. Shop it. Thing is, I have everything. Okay, I have not everything, but let's just buy them. What did I have? So that I have all weapons. Finally then. Welcome, this is the shop's Orbital Factory. Oh, you wouldn't happen to be the students from Thor's, would you? That's correct. We are here in regards to your request. It involved replacing the augment light in the road lamp on the highway, right? Could you ask for the details? Sure, let's get right to it. As you read, one of the road lamps on the Western Highway stopped working the other day. And the cause of that is the augment light inside is breaking. So basically, I want you all to go switch the broken augment light for a new one. Speaking of which, here you go. See, new augment light. So all that's required of us is to replace the broken one with this then. Yup, that's about the size of it. So where exactly on the Western Highway is it? Once you're on the highway, keep heading north until you can see a place called Lunaria Nature Park. There's a windmill in front of it that you can't miss. The lamp's near there. Make sure you check the maintenance panel to be sure that it's the right one. It will have P02 written on it. Near the windmill in front of the nature park. Understood. Is it safe to leave such work in our hands? I believe none of us have any experience related to this. Don't worry, pretty much anyone can do it. All you're doing is taking the light out and putting the new one in. Simple. I guess the most difficult thing about it is remembering the code to unlock it, but you can just write that down. There's a code? Yeah, you need to input it so you can open the maintenance panel. Let's see here. The code for B002 is 4665. 46615. Got it. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention, the light from the road lamps actually repels monsters. So in other words, in places where there's no light, they are much more likely to appear. So keep an eye out when you are replacing it. The last thing you want is to be caught off guard by monsters. I see, thanks for the warning. That's pretty much it then. Would you mind heading also now? Leave it to us. Let's go then. Quest and right ideas started. So now let's look. Oh, I see this as lively to see as ever. I always come across something special at the Grand Market each year. I look forward to this year's findings too. Talk. Hey there, interesting point in the latest Imperial Chronicle. I'm telling you other papers can't compare to the Imperial Chronicle's 120 years history. If you don't, you're gonna miss out on all the latest news and be left behind by society. Way to go, for a hard say. I see that even the children here are skilled beyond their years. Whoa there, Missy, let's not lump me together with the rest of those kids. You can't come to Celdic without hearing about me, Chris, the newsboy. I'm always hanging around here, so feel free to stop by again if you ever need me. Still have it in my inventory, so... Where? Okay then, let's go to the market and get this stuff. Wow, look at all the people here. Yeah, it really is bustling. I guess there's a reason people come from all over to visit it. Look over there, there's even someone performing. I could see myself spending hours here. I see no harm in taking this opportunity to shop as long as it's done in the process of completing our field tasks. Yeah, yeah, it would be a waste not to see what all this town has to offer. We just have to make sure not to get carried away. This is the first I've heard of this. Oh, my apologies, I shouldn't be complaining to customers. Please have a look at my wares. The majority of my business is usually done over in Crosby, so I even have some eastern spices here. Spicy. Lily. Hello there, welcome to my ceramic store. Can I interest you in this mug perhaps? This pretty flower pattern has made it rather popular. Wow, there's a pretty wide variety of stuff here. There's plates, vases, and some clocks. They all look really nice too. They're pretty small too, so they probably make good souvenirs. I'm glad you noticed that. Most people do in fact buy these items as souvenirs. The prices are fair too, so feel free to grab anything that catches your eye. Do we need anything? Nope. We have everything. Oh my, how wonderful! Following further along on this boring trip seems to have been worth it after all. There's even jewelry and fear stores too. Just where should I spend some money first? So this is the renowned market of the Celdic. It truly does live up to its status as one of its most important events. Visiting such culturally important locations is but one of the pleasures I, as a noble, can experience. But it is the place more suited for commoners, and believes that this grand market is one of its proud symbols. The appreciation of such important symbols is a worthy pastime of weak, graceful nobles. This grand market is simply superb. I'm at a loss as to where I should spend some money first. Let me spend money. Hey there, sorry, but I'm still setting up shop here. I had a bit of an issue getting stuff sorted, but it's cool. I've got this spot right by the entrance, so I'll be getting all the customers AW. So, we need to get the stuff here. Welcome! Anything specific you're looking for? This must be the store that Father Stillbill mentioned. We're here on behalf of Father Silver, actually. He asked us to come here to collect a beer claw from you. Oh, is that so? Here you go then. Thank you, sir. I'm surprised at how thorny this is, so considering its medicinal help. Its resemblance to a bear's claw is where it gets its name from, after all. Unrelated, but my supply of them happens to come from Liberl. They were flown into Heimdall, where I had them sent along by train. Oh, really? Guess it just goes to show how much of a big deal this market is. Yeah, there's really a bunch of unusual stuff here. The market's popularity is well justified. Well then, we should make our way to the farmhouse on the Western Highway next. Yeah, let's get this over with quickly. So many people. Haha, what a merry tune. Just saying, it makes me want to go on a little spending spree. Wind, the blow across my face. So it soothed my sorrow with its warm embrace. I never heard a song like this before. I like it though. It sounds almost like an improvised ballet. La 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 la. Oh, hello there. Are you interested in my music, perhaps? Ha! Sorry about that. I didn't mean to bother you. Worry not, for you seem to be someone who is smiled upon by music, much like myself. We create beautiful melodies simply by walking. Our singing causes tears of joy, and we summon birds through mere whistles. I assume these experiences are common for you. What? I think that's a bit of a stretch. He's an odd one, to say the least. Guessing he's a traveling performer? We summon the birds. We are the master birds. So many people. Here I am, finally ready to set up shop at the Grand Market itself. There was a bit of a delay in getting here, but oh well, it's not an issue. A choice spot like this means way better sales. I'm expected to really rake in the profits. Oh, are you all students? This happens to be our guardhouse. If you don't have any business here, take your leave. The market manager has been out of town a lot recently. I wonder what's got him so busy. Ah, she again. Oh, drunkard. That's the stuff. What are you looking at, huh? Huh? Smart boy. Who might you be? I don't recall seeing any of you around here before. Do you have some form of identification? Soldiers? Wait, I think I recognize those uniforms. We're students from Thor's Military Academy. We're currently visiting Celdic as part of a field study. Thor's? You mean the Thor's? Now that you mention it, I do recognize the emblem. My apologies for any rudeness. We are members of the Drusen Provincial Army. Our main duty is to keep the peace in Celdic. Provincial army isn't that. They are military forces operated by the ruling lord of each province charged with maintaining security. They function as a secondary unit, separate from the formal imperial army. I never heard of any field study program like Thor's. Seems a little early in the year for something like that too, but many graduates of your academy currently serve in our ranks, so you'll be sure to uphold the academy's good name. Don't do anything you shouldn't. Thank you very much. We'll be sure to not let you down. I'm glad to hear. Take care now and keep your noses clean. We will. That concludes our patrol. Back to the guardhouse, man. Yes, sir. If they're the Drusen Provincial Army, doesn't that mean they are ruled by... Yeah, it uses family, the Albareas. Celdic is in the northern part of their territory after all. I think it would be best for us to keep out of the way. We should return to the task at hand. Celdic Highway 2. Oh wait, that's Celdic Highway 1. We need to Celdic Highway 2.
Right.
No. No, wrong button.
Go.
Everything is wrong buttons. What? Ooh. Wait, nee, West Celdic Highway. That was East Celdic Highway. Wait. Foremost on Celdic Highway, West Celdic Highway, yes. Okay, yeah, yes. Both Celdic Highways. Damn it, was the right way. But let's go outside. Well, we are outside town, so let's end the episode here and see you next time.